Hello everyone, welcome to Mentor Buddy. This is your mentor Akhil. Today in this case, we are going to discuss the question which is based again on time, speed and distance. Coming directly to the question first. Okay, question says the gentleman starts at 7 kilometers per hour and go to his native place. A messenger started 30 minutes later, follow him and overtake him after he has gone another 17.5 kilometers. At what rate did the messenger follow the gentleman? So we have to calculate the speed of the messenger. Speed of the messenger we need to calculate, and the respective options are 5 hole 3 by 4 kilometers per hour, 6 hole 3 by 4 kilometers per hour, 7 hole 3 by 4 kilometers per hour, and 8 hole 3 by 4 kilometers per hour. Now in order to solve these kind of question, we need to understand the basic logic of time, speed and distance. Coming directly to the concept, considering this is one straight track and there are two people, A and B. Let's say the respective speed of A and B are 20 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. Now considering the fact that both of them had started running at the same time, then at what time they are going to meet, or after what time they are going to meet. So basically the question is not about the time, the question is need to understand the logic of constant time. So considering if this is the midpoint and both of them had started running at the same time, so definitely speed of A if is less than speed of B, the distance covered by A will be distance covered by B. So considering that they are going to meet somewhere on the left side of the midpoint, somewhere here, it is quite obvious if the speed of A is less, it will cover the less distance. Now we have to consider this fact that in case if both of them had started running at the same time, then the time in which A will reach from this position to this position will be exactly same the time taken by B to reach from this position to this position, right? If the time is constant, in which the time in which A will reach from this position to this position, B will reach from this position to this position. So we can see in this case my time is constant. So when my time is constant, I can say distance will be directly proportional to the speed. Distance will be directly proportional to the speed. The speed factor will decide what amount of distance will be covered by the respective person. The same thing can be written as like d by s will be directly proportional to 1, and removing the sign of proportionality, this will become d1 by s1 is equals to d2 by s2. So in this case we have to apply this logic. Further, this can also be written as like d1 by d2 is equals to s1 by s2. So directly we can deduce this, that when my time is constant, d1 by d2 will be equals to s1 by s2. Now solving one simple question based on the same logic, the question says a thief steals a bike at 2:30 p.m. and drives it at 60 kilometers per hour. The theft was discovered at 3 p.m. and the owner sets off on another bike at 75 kilometers per hour. And the question is, find the total distance covered by the thief when he was caught. Okay, now we can see that theft was discovered at 3 p.m. So from 2:30 to 3 p.m. let's calculate the distance covered by the thief. The distance covered by the thief will be speed of the thief into time. Speed of thief is 60, time is half an hour, so that'll be equals to 30 kilometers. So we can consider a case somewhat like this. This must be the track, this must be the owner, and this must be the thief. Now they are running at their respective speed and they are separated by a distance of 30 kilometers. Now further this, the question says that the owner will catch the thief. Let's say this is the total distance covered by the thief when he was caught. Let's say this distance is x. So we can say in this case that at this 3 p.m. both of that had started running together. So we can say the time in which, and let's say this is the position where the thief is getting caught, right? So we can say the time in which the thief will move from this position to this position, in the same time the owner will move from this position to this position. So in this case we can see that my again time is constant, and we already know when time is constant, d1 by d2 is equals to s1 by s2. So let's say we can say in this case s1 is the speed of the owner upon s2 is the speed of the thief is equals to d1 is the distance covered by owner and d2 is the distance covered by the thief. So speed of owner was 75, speed of thief is 60, is equals to distance covered by the owner. So distance covered by the owner will be this 30 kilometers plus this x, so it can be written as like 30 plus x upon the distance covered by thief will be only x. Now I have to solve this and get the value of x. So 15 4 times, 15 5 times will be ruled out. This will become 5x is equals to 120 plus 4x. Solving this, x will be equals to 120 kilometers. So the question was find the total distance covered by the thief before he was caught. So this is 120 distance, 120 kilometers and 30 kilometers more. So in that case the total covered distance by the thief will be 150 kilometers. That is the correct answer. Now we have to apply this same logic in the coming question. Coming to the question now. It says a gentleman starts at 7 kilometers per hour and go to his native place. So let's say this is the total distance. Now let's say this is the distance. It says a gentleman starts 7 kilometers per hour, speed at the 7 kilometers per hour to go to a native place. A messenger started 30 minutes later. So what will be the distance covered by the gentleman, considering GM is the gentleman? Distance covered by gentleman will be the speed of the gentleman into time taken. So speed of the gentleman was 7 and the time taken is half an hour, so that will be equals to 3.5 kilometers. So now the scenario is this is the messenger and this is the gentleman, and the distance what they are separated with is 3.5 kilometers. Now further it says a messenger started 30 minutes later, follows him and overtakes him after he has gone over 17.5 kilometers. So total distance covered by the messenger is 17.5 kilometers. So considering this is the next distance covered by the messenger and it says the total distance covered is 17.5, so this is 3.5, so remaining distance will be 14 kilometers. Now this is the scenario. They are separated by a remaining distance of 3.5 kilometers and the messenger will cover another 14 kilometers. So now in this case we can say the time in which messenger will reach from this position to this position will be exactly same the time taken by the gentleman to reach from this position to this position. So in this case we can see again my time is constant. So when my time is constant I can say S1 by S2 is equals to D1 by D2, implies speed of the messenger upon speed of the gentleman is equals to distance covered by messenger upon distance covered by gentleman is equals to, okay, now solving this, speed of the messenger we need to figure out, that will be SM, and speed of the gentleman is 7 kilometers per hour. Distance covered by the messenger will be 17.5 and distance covered by gentleman will be remaining distance, that will be 14. Now solving this will be 7 2 times, the speed of the messenger will be 17.5 upon 2, can be written as like 35 by 4. Solving this will become 8 whole 3 by 4. So the the speed of the messenger will be 8 whole 3 by 4, and we can see that is given as option number D. So in that case the correct answer is going to be option number D.